And welcome to ESO Daily. I am your host, Mr. Craven. Alright, so I'm back on PC yet again, and I'm going to go check out the dailies. I'm still working on Daunted on my Mag DK on this tune. And I was doing a lot of Battleground play yesterday. I'm going to try to be getting more into, I think, Battlegrounds for my PvP. I'm really enjoying Battlegrounds a lot. Just refreshing compared to the crap that I'm seeing in Vivex Cyrodiil on PS4. It's pretty nasty. So let's see what's going on for the day. ICP. Come on, Maj. Wayrest. I believe that's 2. And Blessed Crucible 1. David, morning. Hope you're having a good day, brother. So Blessed Crucible, Wayrest 1. What's my health currently at? I don't feel comfortable with Wayrest 1 without my bump. Did I eat my food? I did. I'm still trying to finalize quite a bit on this tune, and it's quite not where I want it to be. The other one I feel comfortable with, but I'm like, when you hit that hard mode, she can hit you for like 19k on a jump. So, and if you don't have shields, you're screwed. So we'll queue up a random normal because I need that double XP. But I'm still working on a lot of things with this tune. So once I get it up there to about my Undaunted unlocked and redo the build, then I'll be more apt to do like some of the hard modes like that where it's going to hit you really hard. I hate when people are just rezzing me, you know? They're spending all that time rezzing me, and it sucks. Blessed Crucible. Yeah, 1200 regen's not anything to brag about. So, Lauren, I keep seeing people talk about a big announcement dealing with Somerset. I imagine they have the. I think they could talk about it today. I don't know everything about. I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of players kind of were like, oh, you know, and this and that, and we'll find out. We'll see. Yeah, bro, just working and waiting for the double XP event. Yep. Double XP event's going to be nice. I can finish up 2 tunes. Maybe even hit a 3rd one up on Xbox. I don't need anything on the PS4. PS4 I'm maxed on everything. So, come on.
Would you be so kind as to open the gates? I bring fresh fighters for the
I
game.
think we're fucked.
You ain't allowed in here, Taurus. You know that.
I brought you some new competitors.
16k tank. What could happen?
Now, be a good lad.
Did you say Crucible Mystic? Time to take back my title as champ. Yep, this is the Crucible.
Attack.
Somebody has the friggin' mission.
Now, kindly open the gates. There's a good lad.
I guess that'll do. Open the gates.
Speak to my giant friend here.
hate being on normal, but shit. God. Come on, man. Why can't I loot this dude? Hey! Thank you. Like died in a bad spot. I made an AD Warden tank Imperial for PvP. Yes! Yes! Dude, that's so awesome. Can't wait. I'm so pumped. I'm switching my dude back to PvP here soon. Because I got my blade on deck for PvE. I could PvP with my blade, but I've kind of given up blading PvPing. I mean, I'll probably still come out with builds and I'll still probably do shit for blades. But can't believe I'm on normal. I mean, I guess it's a good thing that I'm on normal anyways, given the fact that I literally have to get some blue stuff to break down anyways. Because I need mats.
Against a real challenge.
Arms. Cheaters in the blessed crucible. You're going to pay for that.
Boring. I know. It sucks. I'm on normal. Damn it. What's up, Scott? Hope you're having a good day, brother. Let's go. I'm doing normals because my dude's not quite finished yet. I wanted to do vet, but on this one, but I had to do my random anyways. Well, let's get that in there. Maybe I'll bring out an AD. You gonna make an AD character, Storm? Are you gonna do it? You need to do it. Just so we all can be one. Sylvia, morning. It's your weekend, isn't it? Still leveling this tune. I need this not that why mistake because I am going to die in Wayrest 1 and I needed the random. for my bonus XP. So I get bonus XP for randoms, and they're both the same on vet and normal. And I'm still trying to cap out my CP because on this platform I'm only currently 666. Didn't even want to say that, but anyways, I always do like the randoms, and usually I'll get a 2-for-1er because I don't need keys. And when I saw Wayrest, I was like, are you on Xbox right now? No, Scott, I'm on PC right now. I can't YouTube on Xbox because I don't have a capture card, and Xbox doesn't have a YouTube app like PlayStation. Todd, morning, brother. I haven't seen you in a minute. I hope you're doing good. I hope you had a good Easter weekend. So it's the same XP bonus, so I just go ahead and whatever. You chicken Wayrest 1. Why are you chicken? I'm not built for it yet. I'm still leveling Storm. If I go in there, I'll get myself killed. I don't have the life. I'll die. When she teleports, she hits you for 19k. You miss the block, you're dead. Because she teleports so fast you can't see where it's coming at. If I had about 19k, it'd be different. But I'm trying to unlock my Undaunted, and I'll be sitting at that. Countdown for PS4 is on the way. Ah, nice. Nice and nice. It's normal, but oh well. I'm using Kina on my Stamsork, David. Loving it. Kina is really nice. The only thing I don't like about Kina is sometimes it's just hard to control. But if you can control it, it's so sweet. It's so nice when you can control it. Should be doing our little thing here. Morning, Todd. Yo, morning, Marty. Hope you guys are doing good. Noble Duelist. Whatever, that's getting broke down. Can't even target that. It's getting so bad, I'm only getting 1 champion point now. Means I'm getting up there. Yeah, I'm just working the Undaunted. It's all I'm trying to do. I don't really need gear. Now, I've done these a billion times on vets, so I kind of know where I need to be at engaged when I do content. Like, a lot of people want to try to go under that 19.5. I don't recommend it in vets. And for trials, let's put it this way. We have a really good trial player in our guild. He's good. He's good. We were in vet Hellra about a week ago, and everybody's gauged at 19K. He's gauged at 16. Does really good up until the last round in the Warrior. And didn't bite it to any of the mechanics the Warrior does, except when you have to shield a block. And he croaked over and over and over again. It's like, that's recommended for a reason, is all I can keep telling people. If you need to run Valken Scorian more health and it's more badass. Right. You're absolutely right. And that's true. But my Valken is on this platform is on my blade at the moment. Yep. My Valken is on my blade. I've been PvPing with him. It's kind of... But you've seen me do this, Storm. He died a lot. Yeah, he died a lot. He got his ass ripped a lot at the end for being 16K. I'm all purple, green, orange on PS4. I imagine. It's all good, though. I won't tell Todd. I'm EP2 on PS4. Mystic is always trashing our faction, so I was poking around. Yeah, I'm always busting EP's ass. It's sick. It's disgusting. I call it out. Here's the funny thing. I'm on there, and I'm like, we're going to get backdoored here. Nobody listens. I'm like, take a small team, backdoor this one. No one listens. All of a sudden, we lose 2 keeps. I'm like, now on Xbox, I don't have like a lot of like whatever. I run 17K health, and with Ebony, I'm 18. See? And with trials, you could do that, and that's for sure. And that's where you should be. This dude with Eben was pushing around 17, and he got his ass busted. He got his ass just killed over and over. I'm like, dude, push 17 even with the shield. Don't fucking listen to people and then be like, oh, it's all good. I'm not going to die. Because if we was giving a fuck about score, which we don't, but if we gave a shit about score, you would be our fucking cost at this point, you know? I mean, seriously, man. You don't do that shit. You do not do that shit. Stop listening to those people. Those people that are out there have done it a billion times, and then once you get to that point, sure, gauge down a little bit. But if you're not there, you want to go recommended. And I'm not the one that initially recommended that. It was on the forums, like, because people were knowing how much a mechanic hits you for. And that's the truth. You know, it amazes me that people ignore that. It's like, you can get away with it once you get to a certain, you know, experience. But if you try to do it when you don't have that experience, and that's one thing I hate about walking in pugs and vets. You see that Sork with 16K, right? You see him? You know, we all do it. We all see him. And then all of a sudden, he gets his ass whooped. And it's like, dude, what the hell? And then he's trashing everybody but the fact that he's under 16K. It's the healer's fault. The tank isn't holding aggro. No, motherfucker. You got hit with the mechanic that hit you for 18K when your shield wasn't up. There's a reason you're fucking dead. It's all good. My Talbert gets me hunted by EP. They see the Talbert and forget everything to Zerg me, which is okay. I squish you and don't care. Well, at least you have a good... you know, outlook on it. Like, I get chased no matter what. I could be wearing costumes. I could wear masks. I could change like my characters. I was like try to even switch my character's name. But if anybody sees that tag under it, it says Mr. Craven, I'm a dead man. They will chase me down to the ends of the earth. I don't mind the little dudes trying to chase me down, whatever. It's when my friends... Okay, so I'm friends with a lot of the top PvPers on PS4. I love them all. Don't get me wrong. But they are sick. They're just... They're a bunch of... They have very cynical, you know, comic behavior. When they're sadistic is what it is. They'll send me little pictures, like postcards of them on top of me as they're killing me. And they're, whatever. Whatever. I love them, though. Don't get it wrong. They make me a better player. I like when they stop in. My favorite one, last one, was Miami. He stops in. No, he didn't stop in on stream. He sends me a tell. He's like, I'm such a big fan, Mystic Raven. And I was like, you know, I was thinking about making you a president of my fan club, dude. And he didn't even respond after that. But that's kind of fun we have. We do have fun. We do. And it's all in good humor. I respect the hell out of Miami every day of the week. 20K, a lot of people in PvE as a DPS. Yeah. Yeah. Trying to build a Mag Sork tank to center a cancer ball. Nice. I love Sork tanks, man. There's some really nasty builds with Sork tanks that you can get away with. Really nasty. Like gross stuff. Really gross. Like nasty gross. I'm a DK. I don't die. Well, never say never. There's a first time for everything. When you say never, something weird can happen. What do you run on your DK? Morning, Joshua. Hope you're having a good day, brother. You know, the funny thing about it is, like, I always go with the recommended spec. So I'm even using max health, max whatever. And currently, I'm slightly under the 19K, 1200 recovery. And it's not done yet. The build's just not done yet. That's about it. That's all it comes down to. Something so simple. Get that extra little bit of life, and I'll be fine. Undaunted makes a difference. I know, like, a lot of people were like, oh, well, you know, it's only Undaunted. Okay. Sure. But I don't need, like, I don't need anything. I got my monster sets. I need more breakdown materials, what I need. So I have no problem, you know, whatever. I've done all of these on bet, so might as well get through them and farm them. 5 innate at Axiom, 5 Red Mountain, 2 Valken Scorian. Yeah. Solid build. You running the heavy on the innate? Or did you go with the medium? Storm. Currently Thunderbug and Weird Tree, but thinking about switching that up. Thunderbug is good. I could see why you would go with Weird, but you know what? Huh. I like the idea with the Thunderbug. You could go with the crafted set and pair it with Thunderbug. For more control. Are you using a monster set, Todd? I like the idea of the Thunderbug. I love that idea. I run Thunderbug, Netch's Touch, and Swordfist. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. Dude! Okay, so... Did you guys know, like, when you root them with the friggin', the shards, and they, the Stormfist procs, that is really nice. It's like, oh my god. I use more on Tong and 2 Fang on, Mystic Stam DK. Oh, okay. On your Mystic stand DK. Two Fang is good. And Moron Tog is really good. I can see why you put those two together. Two Fang is still a good set. I just don't use it in trials. That's the only thing. Like my trial team, we're gearing people up, and we don't need it because the way we're building everything. So we don't need pen. Our stamp tunes don't need pen, but in 4-mans, it's so good. Like it's still really awesome set because you don't have all that in 4-mans. So Moron Tog and Two Fang like would be awesome in like some of our vet runs, our vet 4-mans, because you don't have all those deduction sets at your disposal in a 4-man typically. So it's really good. Two Fang's still really strong in that aspect. And you got to think about that, guys. And I like how the content creators are saying, you know, it's different for a trial scenario versus this. I don't do trials a lot. I'm grooming a trial team, which I'm pretty happy about. Might as well go get some sky shards or something, and lore books. Oh, I need lore books. Ooh. I need to get my meteor. Somebody mentioned that yesterday, and I'm at 8. I'm almost done, but let's check out what I need still and where. Oh man, I haven't been to any spot down here. Well, I started at Grotwood. Yeah. No, I got all the lore books down there. But I can go from Grotwood and up north. Or east. Also, what is the resistance cap? Don't want to be over cap. Technically, there's no cap per se. It just becomes very ineffective after 31K, Jonathan. So, you know, anything over that 31, it's called a soft cap, right? There's no hard cap. So if you could get 50K resistance, you could scale it to 50K. Problem of it is, if you exceed the soft cap, there's really like no extra benefit to it. So 31K is what we call soft cap. So it's kind of like just don't exceed the 31K and usually pretty good. Pretty good. Now, most tanks can get away with like 28. Like a lot of them, like I typically stay between 28 to 31. That's kind of where I gauge myself. It's where I like to be. So, or Thunderbug and Destructive Mage and run Destro. Destructive Mage I really like with like a bomb. I don't know if it would be good on a tank, would it? I mean, you'd have to be dependent on somebody, but if you could, it would be badass because you could just keep applying bombs, like range bombs, like boom, 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 boom. Overwhelming zap people. I know, listen to this. Okay, so I'm in Cyrodiil. That's crazy you mentioned that. Overwhelming, Todd. So I'm in Cyrodiil, and I run Overwhelming on my DK. A lot. Like a shitload. The proc is just nasty as shit. And a Templar comes up, starts hitting me up. And I'm like, oh, no problem. You know, I got this. And all of a sudden, her Overwhelming procs and nukes my ass on top of her ability. I'm like, oh my god, I got hit with two bolts from Overwhelming hit me for 6K. I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god. And on DKs, people like ask me, why do I run Overwhelming? I love Overwhelming to proc like Lamberus for my PvE build, but for PvP, I really like Overwhelming. Because if I leap and it procs, they're screwed. If I chain and I'm in close on blades, it keeps them out of stealth. So many application of Overwhelming Surge. Such an underrated set, by all means. It's so underrated, but yet so delicious. And you know, I know a lot of people hate proc sets. I know, you know. Let's talk about like a little bit about that on PvP. PvP, far to me, you know, you do give up something for proc. Overwhelming zaps people. Hell yeah, it does. Oh! Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, like, overwhelming is so gross when it procs. It is so frigging foul. It will pop Nightblades out of stealth. It has an AoE of it hits to the closest person, but it has a nice radius, right? And this little, I mean, this person just zapped me 6k with an overwhelming proc. I was like, oh shit. And it was a Templar. I've seen it on a lot of builds, like a mag, Nightblades. I've for the ambush, like for the Lotus Blossom. I've seen it on DKs. It was the first time though I seen it on a Templar, a Magplar, because the Magplar was just in there jabbing me. Hits the friggin' overwhelming proc, and I'm dead. That overwhelming hit me more than the jabs did. I was like, I was toast, literally. I was fried. I was like, oh my god. And it was kind of cool because they also was using Valkynscorian. Valkynscorian hit me too. So this little Templar had Valkynscorian, Overwhelming Surge, and I don't know what the other set was. But Valkynscorian and Overwhelming Surge was definitely a part of the kit. And I was like, so gross. So gross. I love PvP. I'm hoping I get one. I might have to queue a vet just to whatever. Ooh, I need regions. Glad I'm bumping into this shit. But, and yeah, I know console players, you guys hate my add-ons. I know you do. But hey, you know what? I play 3 platforms, and on days like this, when I'm on PC, I really relish these moments. I really relish them. I'm not sky shard hunting at the moment, so I'm just kind of getting through things. I'm not going to be region hunting a lot, but I'm in the queue. But, okay, guys, so there's a lot of talk about, like, there's going to be some base game changes coming up with Somerset. Now, I don't know what all this is going to entail. I read somewhere that procs were brought in to counter high health tanks. Well, and they can, but there's a couple of downsides to the like the perma-block builds have a hard time. You have to throw something underneath a perma-block build most of the time to, like, bombs, like curses. The only thing that's going to, they can't block a curse. They either have to have it cleansed, or they have to actually have enough resistance to negate how much damage. I'm trying to run Thunderbug and Livewire on my tank. That's a pretty good idea right there, Marty. I'm liking that idea. I think Thunderbug is really good. I think Thunderbug and PvP, like with Todd's idea, I could see the applications. I could see it. Like all day, every day. Oh, thank you, Sylvia. Have a good day. Thank you so much. You always get a hold of me, Sylvia. I know I don't get to respond a lot. It's just because I'm busy or I'm not really on. But, you know how to hit me up. But the funny thing about it is, like, I love the idea of that. Like, Livewire with Thunderbug on a tank. You know, the procs can be questionable. But the thing about it is, for a tank, is how are you going to implement? I don't like perma-block builds. I don't. Celine has been cancer for a while, to be honest. Right. It has been. You're right. I mean, but the delay, since the delay, I haven't been getting killed by Celine very often. Since the delay. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. You know, I think a lot of people have been running, I've been seeing a lot more Valken reoccurrence. So, in Cyrodiil, for procs, Zan is taking off with a lot of players, you know, that have close range capability. Thunderbug, Heavy Julie, and Heavy Lambertus on my Sork tank. That is a nice combo because you can root them, and if the Lambertus drops on their head, they're screwed. You guys can do that group root and throw negates. See, I want to do a PvP. Well, I'm not playing Cyrodiil at the moment. But I want to do a Sork tank with a root system, like a negate build. That was my whole intention with my Sork tank. Besides PvEing, was to build a negate build around my Sork tank. So Mystic, what do you think about the light armor set that procs the disease ball? Okay, I love the entire set except the disease ball. I mean, the disease ball kind of is cool for the debuff if it applies the status effect. Okay, which can happen. Okay, it can happen, but not necessarily. Oh shit, I didn't even think about Livewire. Livewire, right. As soon as friggin' Marty mentioned that, I was like, oh dude, that is so sick. That's actually a sick idea. That's sick. Dude, Marty, that's like awesome. Dude, you need that new monster set with that, Marty. Get that new monster set with it, with the tank set. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm telling you. That'd be gross. It'd be so gross. It'd be awesome. It's pretty wise. No, dude, that's a total cancer build. That'd be awesome. For a Sork tank in PvP, that's total cancer. That's total cancer. It's awesome. I promote cancer builds. I promote them. Let's build cancer builds every day of the week. I love making stench builds. My favorite one is still my Hobgoblin build. It's so cancerous. It's gross. I was thinking Resilient, Yokita, and Ironblood for dungeons and trials. I'm not a fan of Yokita. Ironblood would be good, because you can also negate some of that. There's ways around that. I know some people like Yokita, but I'm not a fan of Yokita. But I like Ironblood. I love Ironblood set. Yo, Wiggly, what's up, dude? Zan with Blossom, dude, right? Right. Yes, Todd, 100%. I couldn't agree with you more. Yes, 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 and yes. Yes. Zan with Blossom. Abso-fucking-lutely. Absolutely. Absolutely. Zan with Blossom. I used to run Thunder Julie and Lambrus. Oh, dude, see, that does sound pretty badass. Did you go heavy with Julie? I could see heavy Julie on Sork tank for PvP. I could see it every day of the week. Domish is one of the I was thinking about too. Yeah, no, I could see that. Yeah. Sustain, how would the sustain work though? Would you have enough sustain? Yeah, your stupid Templar builds in PvP make me mad. No, no, they don't. You like my Templar PvP builds. That's a lie, Storm. You love them. I love my PvP healers, though. My Templar healers are pretty cancerous. They're gross. They are gross. Like, we were rolling with 2 or 3 of my dudes with that one build. They were just beating the shit out of everybody. People were getting really pissed the hell off with those builds. Because I was neutering the DPS. Because I wanted to run 3 willpower, asylum, staff, and the disease ball in PvP. The disease ball is good. I like the other effects other than the disease ball. It's really good, but I like the other effects. Like I was working on a build where I didn't want the disease ball to proc, but it was procking, and I had an idea. Laugh out loud, watch it. Mystic, you're going to start the new meta builds. I am not starting new meta builds. I am completely against the meta. It will never happen. At 10 a.m., the player Zoss invited out will be able to spill beans about what they know about the new chapter on Twitch. Which player? Because there's a bunch of them. Is lifted at 10? Yeah, there's a lot of... there was a couple players, though, that went. So, which ones? You need a test? I think it'd be good, though, Todd. I honestly think it'd be good. I would just be worried about a little sustain. But if you can get around it, that would be badass build. Dude, that build would be sick, actually. Because the group application, along even with like small incursions, would be just nasty. I can see it. I can see it working. And that's one thing I love about this game, just especially about PvP. All rules are out the window. Like, I never critique. I can critique PvE builds to a degree. I try not to. Oh my god, I'm stuck. Get off me, you stupid thing. Ah, now. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't believe this little hole exists. That just got me stuck. Help. Keep you unstuck. Yeah, heavy Julie on Sork Tank. I switched to Niche's Touch on Thunderbug, right. I give two shits about cancer builds. Zoss gave us the stuff to use, so use it. Right, yes! All setups have to deal with Cyrodiil. Figure it out. Right, Marty. Thank you, brother. Amen. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the way I look at it. Not every cancer build is going to apply. I feel like there's classes that are more cancerous than builds. Now, should we say it that way? Well, I'll put it in that perspective. I honestly believe there are way more class issues than gear issues. And sometimes it sucks. And like yesterday, I was doing a stream, and I literally had said this, and I can't believe I'm not getting this cue. I had literally, yes, Marty, there are going to be builds that you can just can't beat with your setup, right? But once again, I think that's more class issue than gear issue. A lot of people want to nerf the gear because they feel like that's the resolution. I don't necessarily believe that. I feel like there needs to be counters in that address the issue. Stop nerfing and start buffing. Stop nerfing and start buffing. That's what I was telling my dude. I'm like, think about this. Okay, the detect pots have a very, very minute radius compared to the speed of a blade. I'm sorry. It's the truth. Right? And then giving them notification that you're being detected, that sucks. Like, that totally sucks. I'm like, there's no way a blade should get notification if he's being detected. That kind of blows. It kind of defeats the purpose of detecting the blade when he's, you know, whatever. He can stealth. You can't see him. But, hey, if you throw a detect pot, he'll know it right away. Trust you and me. My build has issues beating the CCDK. Yeah. Need heals for a quick queue? Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm just doing normal, Marty. But, yeah, if you want to do some normals, because I'm doing breakdowns and shit. Yeah, definitely, brother. Definitely. Throw me an invite. I'm in. I'm in. I'm also getting lore books, too. Which kind of help. Yeah, I need this one right here. I need this lore book up here. Yeah, definitely, brother. I would be much appreciative. Very much so. But I feel like PvP, like, I switched out my Stamsork build yesterday for Battlegrounds. I was having some sustain issue, and I went with Bone Pirates and Heavy Huntings. Right? And it's working out really good. But I went, instead of two-hand, I went dual-wield. And as of now, it's looking pretty beast. I'm really enjoying the build. It's looking beast. I was getting a lot of kills. It was working out to my advantage a lot. So there's a lot of things I was really, really happy with. And then there's some things that I felt like this is kind of the issues surrounding this game. You know, isn't necessarily the classes and how they work. It's literally saying, did you send me a notification? Oh, I'm in combat is why. There we go. Thank you, sir. But I feel like counterplay has to be more. They are just mending mages has no cost and so many kills. Right. No, it's true. I feel like if they were addressed more and more of these issues, we would have better results. What? Is that the only way? Do I have to go all the way around? I thought there was a way to sneak around this. I could have swore there was a way to sneak around this thing. Or maybe not. And I'm going to die. Ow. Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor. Oh, well. Moving on. I'll come back. Flip it. Currently using Hundings and Defiler for my stand blade. Would it be better to use Moron Tog? Moron Tog, for a stand blade, not necessarily. I feel like your Defiler would have a better result because pressure from a stand blade is all going to be about direct damage and proc. It's unfortunate but true. From a stand blade's perspective, I still like Vipers for that reason. You know, as much as they've nerfed Viper to the ground, I'm like literally, Jonathan, like I'm using friggin' Sheer Venom, right? And Viper, and I can switch between Celine's and Veladreth on the proc, and it's nasty. It's gross. I'm running a bow 2H. I redid my proc dot and drop build based off of that, and it's gross. Like people will get hit with the sheer venom, and they'll just croak. They just die. And I think I'm just sick of it. You know, I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm like, I can't do it. I'm like, I just murder people with the most cheap, I feel like cheap shit. Like I feel like the shit is so cheap on my blade at the moment. It's just cheap. It's easy kills. Easy friggin' kills for days and days and days. I feel like Moron Tog is good on the DK, Jonathan. Like for example, especially DK. Moron Tog on Stam DK is just sick. On Blade, I don't feel like it has as much effect. Like you'd be better off with like Hundings in that aspect if you wanted to. Defilers is good though. Defilers is a good set. Someone tells me we don't have a tank. Nope, because I'm getting aggro and I'm gonna fucking die! You fucking dick! Kick this fucking dumb fucker. Gonna fucking kick this motherfucker's ass! Don't move, Wig.
The Flash Sculptor is your next target. Go! His laboratory is just up ahead.
Watch him die. I can't deal with this. Sure. Want a tank. Can hold a taunt. Yeah, they nerfed Viper, so people started running Red Mountain. Red Mountain's good. Red Mountain is a very good set. Very strong. Currently using Hundings and Defiler. Oh, you already said that. No, Defiler's good. I do think Defiler's good. I just don't think Moron Tog on a Stand Blade is as effective as a Stam DK. Stam DK, it's gross. It's like it's really powerful in Stam DK. Stam DK, PvE, and PvP. That set has applications on both sides of the fence, man. It's really good. Red Mountain's really good, for sure. Like I said, I'm partial to, like, I know a lot of people don't like Viper anymore, but Sheer Venom with Viper proc, this is still gross. If I want a little bit more burst damage, I can even go with like Hundings or Spriggans. Penetration sets in PvP are really good. That person's just going to keep getting kicked. Might as well not even bother queuing it. I'm thinking of using either Fortified Brass or Torox Pack with Warrior Poet for my Stam DK tank, which would be better because I feel the Fortified Brass I may be overcapped. Oh, got you. Yeah. Yeah, that's something you have to definitely be aware of. Just make sure you're not hitting over that 31. Warrior Poet is good unless you have a Warden Healer. If you have a Warden Healer, then you're kind of screwed. If you have a Warden Healer. If you have a Warden Healer, that minor toughness is going to be applied, regardless. That's the only reason people don't like Warrior, the Poet set. Because the Poet is really good until, oh, you get a Warden Healer in your group. And then all of a sudden, you're getting the buff anyways. So if you're not having a Warden Healer, great set. Warden Healer, not so good. So, PvP, really good because you're not always guaranteed to be around a Warden. Fortified Brass, very flexible. Pretty good in that aspect. Torox Pack, I'm not partial to for tanks. I like it better on like different applications. But tanks, I definitely... Oh, cool. We got a real tank. Nice. I don't like Torox Pack on tank. I don't. And offers no mitigation. Has no mitigation whatsoever. I'm an old school tank in that aspect. But I can see why people use it. And it has its benefits. I will say that. So it has its perks. But once again, I'm all about old school tanking. If it's an off tank, there's flexibility. Prime tank, I'm old school. Resistance, shield system, mitigation, 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 mitigation. It all goes back to that for me. How many ways can you mitigate? Come on. Yo, where he comes. Sweet, sweet. Come on, tank. Oh, look. I use fortified brass in medium PvP. Yeah, fortified brass is flexible. I love how flexible fortified brass is. But I'm a type of person where I know I can get in different values. So I never use fortified brass in that aspect. I've tried it, and I'm like, eh. I'm like, it's good. It's a good set. For sure, for sure. Especially if you want to maintain that medium armor bonus, comes in handy. That's why a lot of people like it, and it has its you know, its upsides. Yeah, definitely. I feel like fortified brass in PvP and PvE, like say if you were going to use it fortified brass on a tank, you could definitely do that. So, and matter of fact, you know, the only thing about tanking, like especially if you're going to run crafted sets, is just keeping in touch with, or keeping aware of what your resistances are. If you can do that, you can just, you know, put a lot of more builds together. Oh my god, I'm in an undercoat. I'm hoping to get a couple more pieces of sheer venom on this platform. I got my stand blade on deck if I ever decide to PvP with him, but I do need like the bow, I think, of sheer venom. And I think like one more piece or something. Looks good. It's normal. I never throw these at the zombies. I just stack them up and I AoE them down even on bat. Wait for it. Now. Now I want to debuff this. A lot of problems with people in vet. They want to go ahead and chase the zombies and you don't have to. Like you literally don't have to. When she's in that phase, just weave up and just stay stacked. Like look at them, they're all running around. I don't do that. Like me and my crew, we do not do that. We haven't done that forever. Look, all you do is get back with whoever. I'm dead. Heal. Food check. Thank you. You're right. Thank you, sir. Okay. So here's the thing. You just want to go ahead and debuff these. And then just AoE them down once they've been debuffed. And same thing on Vet, man. All we do is stack them up. That's all we do. That's all we do. And we debuff them. Just it would be like almost like the same thing in VMA. You get these little balls and you can whatever. I don't even aim them at them anymore. I just weave up. I'm like. Now look, as soon as I see this, only thing I do is debuff it, lay it down, and my dudes and I, we just AoE the shit out of it. Go, man. Stop running. Ah! I can't get a... Wait for it. Now. Dead. I miss my scathing mage. I miss it. I miss my scathing mage. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Ooh, I got an elf bed. Welcome back, Sylvia. You know, like I said, I really like my PvP. Like, a lot of people ask me, like, do you have fun doing whatever? And I'm like, not like I used to. But when I'm PvPing, I still have a lot of fun. Because I'm just a PvPer at heart. Even if I'm getting killed and getting ran over and down and whatever, I'd rather be PvPing a lot more. Tell me they didn't. Of course they did.
There is no escape from this place.
They're dead. Looking good on that DK healer wig. He looks good. I like that crown on him too.
I see you, mortal.
I love DK healers, man. I'm not biased. I like them all. But I really like DK healers. Let's go! I'm actually glad I'm getting this one out of the way. Even if it's normal, it's like, okay.
Intruders are coming.
Sometimes, you know, I don't get into these as much as I used to.
You've allowed them far enough. Fail here, and I'll feed you to the abomination.
Nice. Perfect.
Stand aside, prisoner. You serve the Lord Warden now.
I'll try to do it right here like that. Nice. Oh, is that it? Oh my god, yes! Ah, it's so sick! Thank you, RNG gods! Thank you! Oh my god, the RNG gods have smiled upon me thus this day. Say, Mr. Graven shall have his sheer venom bow on the PC. It shall happen today. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you. I want to thank you so much so I can do the cheapest moves to kill them all because they all shall learn to fall. It says it's pork. Oh my god, I can't believe I got it. Like I have like 4 of those bows on PS4. It's sick. How much I use sheer venom on some cheap ass builds is disgusting. If I'm on a stam and I can get away with some sheer venom shit, believe you and me, I will. And people will hate me for it. It's funny to watch them though. I mean seriously, it's some hilarious shit to see somebody hit with sheer venom. What the flip? Thought we killed all this. Okay, it's like Ghostbusters, don't cross the streams. Tanks in the middle, healers usually by the door, one DPS is on one side, another one's on the other one. No, dude, listen, DPS. You pick a side, I pick a side. Get it straight. Stay away from me.
The Arch forces will join with the abomination.
Hallie, morning! Save the ulti after this phase. If you get the poison, don't move. See, you just want to stay away from the red. I got the poison. Perfect placement. I'm going to lay it down right between. Placement's everything, boys and girls. Thank you. Oh shit, get away. Do not stack the red. See how he died? It's okay. Do a nice big fat heavy attack off that off balance. We like it. Don't have a tank on this one time. Separate. No, dude, keep away from me, man. You're gonna get me killed. Dude, why do you got ambush on your build? Who has it? Okay, doesn't matter. Dude's dead. Oh, shut up! Shut up! Oh my gosh! Oh my, they want me to build it. Zoss is like, cancer them! Cancer them! Are you going to be able to record on Xbox? I Twitch on Xbox. So, below in my description is my Twitch channel. So when I'm on Xbox, I can Twitch. I can't YouTube because Xbox doesn't have a YouTube app. And I don't have a capture card as of yet. If I had a capture card, it'd be a little different, but... graphics are like... Okay. It's usually Horvers, Abomination. That's how the order goes, usually. Might have to reload UI. Just keep kiting the Horvers around the corner end. Kind of want to back them up because the tank will usually grab the Atro and spin them around. Okay, I got right. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, everything gets AoE'd. I'm going to reload UI after this. Oh shit, we don't have our healer. Tank was a little run and gun. I'm going to cheese this. Okay, let me reload UI. Let's go. Looks better.
The warden is your final obstacle.
Oh, my nose is
You'll
itching.
find him ahead.
Lord Ball frowns. Man, when I first came into this, I did it on a Nightblade healer. I didn't do this on DPS. I didn't do this on tank. I had to heal this bitch. And my first time on bet, I was fortunate enough to get some people who was like cool with me Nightblade healing it. And they were actually really aware of the mechanics, and the tank really did his job because it was definitely interesting. Oh, what? That's not good. Might die on the fall. Somebody's gonna croak. Let's see if we can skip it. Hold him, hold him. Get him in the lightning, get him in the lightning. Pull him a little bit. Oh my god, I fucked that one up. Okay, we got the split. Not today, motherfucker! Boom! This spell will break you! This one is so fucking toast. Suffer! Ow! Battle axe of the scathing mage. Yeah.
Now you will.
And now you will. Oh my gosh, I'll suffer. I'll suffer! Okay, I gotta go break down. I'm so pumped up! I got the bow. I'm like, I think I need the bow of sheer venom still on this platform. And then what? Like, the RNG gods was like, here you go, Mystic. We've been sorry for all of our past doings for you. We know we screwed you a couple of times where you really wanted something and we said, nah, we don't think you should have it. But today, of all days, we will hand you what you're requesting. Thank you, RNG gods. You're the best. You're the best. Promoting me to make cancer builds. Oh my god. So sweet. And it's so badass on a blade. Like, me and my dude was running sheer venom on both sides. Poison injector. So fucking nasty. Nasty. I can't play my blade no more because of it. I've ruined myself. They don't even stand a chance. It's like literally just go ahead, poison inject, hit the cloak, drop in, ambush their little asses, boom, 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 and they die. It's just like they're dead. Wiggly, thank you. You got another one in ya?
I was off adventuring. The right tool.
I got time for one more. One more. I'm ready. I'm ready. I got all these wonderful blues to break down. Laugh out loud, Mystic Tunes. Yeah, you know. Do 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 do. Okay, sweet. Got you. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you, thank you. Let me break down a few things. I can't believe I got the bow. Did you see that? Hear that, Wig? I got the bow. The RNG gods were so kind to me today. They're like, here you go, Mystic. I've been after that bow for a year. I know, it's so nice. The RNG gods gave it to me. They were like, and it can be a pain. It can be a pain to get that bow. Because you need it. You need that bow. You do. Because you run a 5-5 switch with a monster set proc. So you run sheer venom on the bow side with the poison injector. Click it. Poof. All of a sudden, somebody gets hit with it. They're infected. It's like they're almost as good as dead at that point. You hit the dual wield side, or the 2H side, I mean. You go in, boom, and all of a sudden you friggin' ambush them, cap them. You don't even need the finisher at that point. Usually you don't, but if you do, you have Executioner. But if they get away, the sheer venom will usually take them out. I usually get a sheer venom kill without even having to hit execute. It's so nasty. It's so gross. And the RNG gods just like hand it to me today. They're like, we want you to go ahead and build your cancer builds, Mystic. It's okay. People will learn to like them. Sure. That bow is rare. I know! The bow is a pain in the ass to get. I actually have 4 on PS4 though, because I'm so sick. I was farming the fuck out of it at one time. I was like literally living in that bitch. I was like, oh, I need sheer venom bow. Must have bow. Me and my dudes will farm the shit out of it. My problem of it is wanting to give it up if somebody else needs it. Because I'm like, I have like 6 stamp tunes. I've given up 1 or 2 bows, though. I've given up 1 or 2 bows. But yeah, nah, it's so badass. Bow, love that bow. And I needed it! And I was like, I'm glad I'm doing this. I need the sheer venom bow. There's chances of actually me getting it. But today the RNG gods were like, okay, Mystic, sure. We're gonna hand you the sheer venom bow today. Okay. Thank you. Should I build it now? That becomes the question. That becomes the question. Should I build it now? Should I be building a very nasty stamp version of my PS4 build on PC? That's questionable. Okay, Way Rest 1 is the only one I got left to do. It's the, you know, I don't know if it's a good thing. Sheer venom with Viper is just really friggin' nasty. And I think I got the 2-handed sword on this platform. I have the maul on the other one, so I'm usually running maul. But I don't know if I got the maul on this platform. And I have my Selines. I could run Veladreth, which I typically do. The only thing I don't like about Veladreth, if you hit from a range and it procs too early, the balls kind of just fly in a direction. It's kind of like whatever. I could run Selines. I would actually probably like to run like an AoE effect for like a serious, like, you know, 1vx type things. Like Skeletrex would be good for that. If I didn't want single target with that, so I could run sheer venom, Skeletrex to jump multiple. So when I do the ambush and if it procs the Skeletrex, boom, that whole AoE effect will hit the entire group right? Stunning them. So I'd have a fear and a stun. That would be pretty badass. Actually, with Skeletrex. I mean, I'd lose a little bit of damage, but with sheer venom, shit. What is a good set for a Warden PvP tank? My current setup that I'm using is Polar Shift, David. Let me go ahead and show it to you. It's different. It's a different setup. So let me go ahead and get that build real quick. Alright, let me make sure I got this. Hopefully the autoplay doesn't come on. Probably will. Of course it does. Let me get the link here for you. Alright. There you go. That's what I'm using on Warden PvP tank. I'm really liking it. I love that build. I love that one, David. Love it. It's hard to get the Harbinger set, but it definitely is really nice, especially when you're in group. And they're just dealing damage. The more they hit you, the more they're killing themselves. And then you got like a nice little DPS that comes flying in. Poof, 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 poof. Oh yeah. Undaunted 7. It's finally getting there. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I just got this nice sheer venom stuff today. I quit doing it on PS4. It's so nasty. It's so gross. Oh my. Come on. Give Daddy Q. Sheer venom. I mean, I don't want to break out the blade again. It's just nasty. I wouldn't have a problem running it if people could counter me in a way. But literally when I'm walking around, like stealthing out, hitting them with 2 proc effects, and they die with no defensive chance whatsoever, it's gross. It's just gross. It's nasty. It's not even fun anymore at that point, right? It's not. It's like, oh, okay, you know? Shit. I don't even have to do a light attack. That's how sad. Well, I do a light attack on my bow hit. So I do clip on my bow hit, so I get the buff. So I get the increased buff, because I'm not running like Hundings. So I'll get that nice buff, right? So I get the increase. Poof! And all of a sudden, or I'll run a debuff, depending. Then I'll close the gap, and they're usually dead if I'm running a proc set like that. It's just gross. This queue is taking too long. Might need a re-queue. Good call. And it's normal. We should totally get it. Now let's see where my... Yeah, look at that. I'm over 19K now. Still a little low on that recovery point. Yeah, this queue is taking long. I'll try to queue them both, Wig. People might not be queuing normal way rest. I don't want to do vet, but I will. Just because my health is just barely 19. Recovering 1,200 magic ups per second is not my idea of fun. Oh, there we get it. I don't need keys. Thanks for the setup since I made him just for you, Mystic. Oh, thanks, man. May my EP Alliance forgive me. Oh, trust you and me. They're going to learn to hate you after that. If you run that build with me, oh, dude, trust you and me, they're going to hate you. Because that tank, wow, they changed slot, Mystic. Oh, did they? Is it on Twitch? Who is it, Snoop? You didn't tell me who's giving the update. Who's giving the update? So what changed? Give me the info. Give me the dirt. I need to know these things. You got me pumped. Two-hand now counts as a two-set spot. Oh my god. Are you fucking serious? Shut up. Shut up. Oh, that's going to fuck a bunch of my configs up. It's going to be cool, and then it's going to suck. Oh my gosh. They nerfed Night Mothers and Sunder. No, they did not. No, they did not. Buff Mag DK Recovery. They nerfed my build. They nerfed my build. Oh, bastards. You know how... Actually, it didn't take me long to figure out the math, but... It's Blob? Oh, got you. Yeah, he'll post it on YouTube. I was waiting for Zai to post, but... God dang! How did they nerf the Sunder? Did they reduce it? Here's the question. Did they just reduce it, or the effect of the proc? If they affected my proc shit, I'm going to get so pissed. Because I love when I prove people wrong about what I can do in this game. Fucking A. Better not nerf my freaking procs. That was just the build. I just came out with that build too. I just came out with that build. They nerf all my really cool shit. Hell, Storm's still blaming me for the Viper nerf. Because I used to proc it on a bow. I pull off some stupid shit. Boost Mag DK Recovery. I'm at 25 already. Just probably so I can get oh, I'm glad they did something. The DPS was kind of struggling with whatever. They gave Sunderflame and Night Mother major fracture. No, they did. What? 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 Something a tank applies? What? Oh, Zos! Don't do it! Don't friend! Oh! Are you serious? Fucking bullshit! I just came out with that build. Combustion? Yeah, I could see that. Now I can't even concentrate. I'm so depressed. God dang it! Yep, you nerfed Viper with that stupid proc dot and drop build. That was not my fault. If people chose to use that build, it's their fault. There is enough Major Fracture already. I know! What the hell? Major Fracture doesn't stack. Pen is going to be... How... So, they're making it so stand players have to rely on what? A pen set? Fucking A! Do you know everything I've done for my guild currently in their config? It's fucking annoying. God, son of a bitch! Tell me they gave Stamsork as fucking spammable in their class. Maybe I'll have a better light of day in this whole thing. Fucking bastards. They're trying to make Mag DK and Magplar more viable. Well, Mag DK is viable, but the problem of it is it's a heavy attack. It's never going to deal as much. I mean, if they're going to ever want it to be whatever, but sustain has been an issue. It is. The two-hand is going to be a huge difference for managed builds. Oh, totally. But I don't like the whole idea of Major Fracture. I hate that. I hate that idea. I hate it. That makes the sets pointless. So they're nerfing stamp DPS. It's a fucking huge total nerf. It makes them dependent on specific pen sets. I don't think they get... I mean... One of the aspects to stams is calculation. Way more. I mean, you have to calculate everything anyways. But... Oh my god. I like a lot of the things I'm hearing. I don't like the Major Fracture shit. I don't like that. I hate that idea. Giving two sets the same application. This better never go live. Calculations must be made. Ah! Yeah, let's fucking hose Mystic's build again. So shit. So shit. Lover for the win. Yeah, definitely. And you'll be also be dependent on a crit set. So even if you got crit, you know. 2H you're gonna see a lot more of and from Stam though. After this, for sure. I don't know how I feel about that, though. What about Maelstrom weapons? How is that going to be affected? What about Maelstrom bow, Master bow? How? Because those are single target. You know what's going to do to sets like that? Does anybody know what's going to do to alternative advancement weapon sets? It's going to flush them down a toilet completely. Well, it's going to do more than that. It's going to take fucking, like... It's going to flush them. Nobody's going to want a one-set proc bonus from a Maelstrom Master or Asylum when they can have a two-set bonus from a set. Like, agility? Let's get into this. You're going to get a bigger stamp pull using 1 agility bow or 2H than friggin' a proc will grant. I mean, come on, man. Really? Do they think about that? Do they think about it? Yes, people stack those buffs. Right! That's going to fuck a lot of things up. I like the idea, but instead of doing it, they should have just friggin' came out with the scepter. I keep saying that. Should have just came out with the scepter and the wand. Or the wand. They should have done it. If they listened to Mystic, they wouldn't even have to fuck with that. Fucking A. I don't really care so much about that. I don't. 2 throw? Yeah. Dude, right. People stack Sunder and Night Mothers. I have the build for it. I have the build. I'm the only one with that fucking build right now. People hate me for putting it out there, but I have it. True, but they might make them a 5-piece set. Here's the problem. Like, if they both apply Major Fracture, it negates both sets. Because they won't stack. They are not going to stack. The set bonuses won't stack. And if a tank applies Major Fracture, that's not going to stack. So guess what that's going to also do to Alkosh? Alkosh now is going to be primary on one tank, and then you're going to have another tank that applies nothing other than. It just reconfirms the whole shit. Because there's only going to be certain sets that apply the debuffs. And that's crucial. Fucking A. Why is this pulled? Oh, wow. Wait, is this real or is this dumb math? What? For the stack? It's going to be real. It's going to be fucked. It's a bad. I mean, it's making them more dependent on their Mundus. That's going to take a lot of their build options and just flush it down a toilet. Because they're going to be dependent on a crit set and a pen set if without. That's also going to make them more reliant on Sharpen again. Right? So Nirnhold's going to be out the window for Stam. Nirnhold will still apply for Mag. But once again, Lover depending for whatever, and I could see some of that offset. But honestly, oh my. I mean, are they trying to like get people where they don't want to hit pen cap? I mean, I don't get it. Thanks, Wig. Appreciate it. So now endgame Raiders can accept Mag DK and Mag Plar. Well, I would have never kicked any of them out anyways in my groups. We still roll with a Mag DK for the debuff. But that's us. But no, they're keeping VMA weapons the same. I know they are. That's the problem. They are keeping them the same. Hence the problem. Right? Because you need a 2-piece to get a 1-piece bonus. Okay. Makes sense in that aspect. But when you're looking at gear config, right? All of a sudden, I can double stack a set without a switch set. Which, guess what does to the VMA and Maelstrom weapons that are usually optional in my builds. They're optional. But now it makes it to the point where I don't even want it to be an option. Why? Because I can double set the stack without even having to fuck with even worrying about any alternating weapon and whatever. Never have to worry about it. Never have to fuck with it. Never, ever, ever, ever. Can you still use it? Sure. Sure, you can. But on the stack, you're going to lose. Against the stack, you're going to lose. You will. Right now, it's a perk to have. It's not a necessity, it's a perk, right? Meaning you do get more DPS because of the way the effect is applied, right? Because you can use it against whatever. You can use it like a one set and a switch out, right? It's the way it works. It's a perk. It's beneficial to the build. Now, no. They are just trying to lower stand DPS and optimize group. But yeah, but what they did with the 2H goes against the Maelstrom and Master Weapons. And every set and every across the board. What they did in that aspect goes against the stack config. I'm telling you, from a mathematical standpoint, you're going to lose now against the stack. It's just the way it's going to be.
Requests your help.
It's going to lose against the stack. And I get what they're trying to do. I get that. But they didn't take into consideration how that affects the optional configurations. Because players who have earned these weapons are going to be really way more pissed. Because now, okay, yeah, it's really sets good and it's on a standalone against.
All yours, my
True, it does. But when I'm configuring, I can double stack a config with the monster set now because I'm getting a 2-piece bonus. So there are leaderboard surfers can't say you're a mag DK, right. Well, they should just take leaderboards out. I mean, I agree with the mag DK, the mag plar. I get all that. I do. But the stamp sets for Sunder and Night Mothers, I disagree with. I disagree with those sets being changed in that aspect. I also disagree with the 2H bonus. I mean, it's cool. It'll help mag tunes out tremendously. It will. It will put them in a very good spot. But it takes certain configurations and just flushes it down the toilet. So much calculations will have to be made. When I get on PTS, I will have to crunch so much numbers, it's going to make me sick. I'm not looking forward to it. From a numbers crunching perspective. Because it changes the game. It definitely changes the game. Not for the bad, not for the worst, not for anything bad. It just changes it to the point where you have to recalibrate builds. You're going to have to recalibrate them. You're going to have to be very, very careful on how you apply a build. Because now it's going to be just so, like, where's my loss occurring at this point? Is it going to be beneficial for me to run a weapon, this weapon? Or am I going to get, is it detrimental against me? That becomes question now. Where more and more it was like, okay, you don't have Maelstrom, you don't have VMA. That's cool. But if you want to increase, you can do switch out, you can do this config. Here's a way to offset that if you don't have this config. I don't know, man. I don't know. Man. I appreciate the heads up, though, Snoop. I'm so glad you actually dropped this on me, man. You know, and I'm glad Blob actually posting it. So I'm really happy that this is all coming to light. We'll see what goes down. And I keep in mind that nothing's set in stone until, you know, whatever. I think it's like phase 2, usually. Later is all back to work. Bye, Helly. Thank you for stopping in. I think it's usually around phase 2 is when I start paying attention. Because usually anything after about phase 2, I can pretty much bet my little booty that's going to be applied. So that's when I start really paying attention to what's going on in PTS more and more during about phase 2. So we'll see. We shall see. It'll be good. It's a good heads up. But man, a lot of changes, man. A lot of changes. Balance. Whew. Yeah, it's definitely going to make things interesting. It's going to make it interesting. It will. I mean, you're not going to have there's not going to be as clear cut when it comes to certain configurations. From a perspective to say, okay, how are these numbers going to apply in this scenario? Well, we don't know. And I think that's maybe ZOS's intention. And if that is their intention, they succeeded. And with all the other changes, it's a positive in the right direction. I will say that for Mag and Magplar and MagDK. So I could see a lot of positives coming out of this. So I don't know, man. It'll be really interesting. Crazy stuff. Crazy. Anyways, guys, I'm going to cut the stream. Snoop, thank you for the heads up, brother. Tell Blob I said thank you. Even though he probably hates my guts. Just heard this. Wow. Nightblade Dark Cloak doesn't stealth anymore. Oh, shit. But it's a 32% max health heal over 3 seconds. Oh, my God. That needs to be confirmed. I agree. Oh, my God. Because now you're just dependent on, guess what? Stealth. Nightblades Forever were just too dependent on cloak. And stealth, that made stealth game, you know, oh my gosh. That is actually really big. That's huge. Actually, that's a positive in a lot of ways. Because the health would be really cool. But what about the other morph? That becomes a question. There's 2 versions, so one could still cloak. So one could be applied to a tank build, and one, it definitely has to be confirmed. A lot of things, man. Oh my God. I just hope they put a spammable on Stamsork in class. That's all I'm asking for. If you're going to change a lot of things, give Stamsork a spammable class ability. That's it. That's it. Every other one has it. Every other Stam class has a spammable. Except Stamsork. It's about time. It's about time. That's all I'm asking for. I feel like, you know, Fang Rush would jump on his Stamsork tomorrow if they implement that. That would be badass. Alright, guys. I'm going to let you guys go. Thanks for the heads up. Alright. This is Mr. Craven, this CSO Daily. Once again and always, have a nice day.